Today we're going to make a simple beanie. Now this avatar is called Mark and we want to know what his head circumference is so that when we draw out our pattern piece, we more or less understand the measurements. So what you can do here is right up here, you go up to your edit avatar measure, you click on this. And if you notice here, it's written Mark, the name of the avatar. You scroll down to find the head circumference. It's 58.57. So 58.57. And then here you can just go back to the select move tool to deselect. So now we have this 58.57. We could even round it off to 60 or even closer. We make this beanie by using panels. So the panels, we have to draw them using the rectangular tool. So here we're going to go to a rectangular tool, and what we do initially is we draw out one panel. Because of course, if you notice the way a beanie is shaped, if you've ever really examined, you see the way it's connected with panels, and of course the head is round, so we have to shape this rectangle. So I'll show you how to do this. So we said it was 58.57 centimeters. So we can sort of round things off, okay? And we can always make it a little bigger, smaller, but we can begin with 9 centimeters. And 9 centimeters at that point, it's going to give me for one rectangular panel. And I'm speaking about the width, okay? The width that has to fit around the head. So 9 centimeters, I'm going to be thinking about like more or less 6 panels. But let's begin with 9 centimeters. So with our rectangular tool selected, we, in the 2D window, we left click. And here the width, we said we want it about 9, okay? And the height can be about, let's say 20. Okay, so here, if you've noticed, I've already applied the fabric that it's a knitted fabric. So I've applied it already to the pattern piece. I'll choose the select move tool, go back to the default fabric. Okay, and here it's white. And then if you want to apply it afterwards, you can do it. So let's work with it, the default fabric for now. So here it is, this, and if we go to our edit pattern tool and we click here, we see the 9 centimeters. Now we need to shape this. And we need to shape it in a way that it fits the head properly. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to shape it with, you shape with points. So we go back here, we click to get our add point. So we're going to add some points to shape this. So here, more or less, I'm going to go up to about, let's see, we also not only want to shape it, we want to even turn it, okay? The way it's turned at the edge. So I'm going to use, let's say 10 centimeters here, okay? And the same here. If, for example, you don't see the measurement as 10, you right click and you add it 10. But here it's 10 already and we click OK. Now here in the middle, I need a midpoint. So right click again. You can do uniform split. Okay. And here you have this. Remember, we can always take this in line here and we could just drag it down to make it longer, to make this piece longer. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to start shaping. And here we go to our pen tool, click here, double click, go again here, double click, and here we have these two lines. So what we go bow now to our edit pattern tool, we're editing. We take this line, right click, and we cut. Okay, we don't need this. And we do the same over here. We go to our select move tool, select this, left click, select, hold down shift, select again, right click, and we can just delete. Now here we have our pattern piece, and we can sort of try to understand if this could be good enough here, or otherwise later on we'll make adjustments. So here now we want these two parts curved. We go to our edit arc tool here and we start curving a bit these parts here, these lines. Okay, so more or less we can curve it like this. Now we said that for the circumference, we remember here the base, 9 centimeters. We want 6 of these panels. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste. So we need 6. So select the pattern piece. You can do Control C, Control V. Okay, it's not okay. Select Control C, Control V. Okay, it's not working. Computer, it's on the down time. Okay, so let's go again. We can right click and we can copy and right click again and paste. And remember, the shortcut is Control C, Control V. Okay, then we can take these two, we can right click again, copy and paste. My computer is not wasn't working well with the shortcut, so okay. Let's try again. Control C, Control V. Okay, this time it did. Okay, good. So here we have these 6 panels. What we can do, we can just arrange them here, put them right in front of him like this. And now we want to join these panels. So we're going to merge these panels. Click on the edit pattern tool. And what you want to do is click once here, hold down shift, click again, right click and merge. And here again, you can repeat, merge. I tried merging all at the same time and it just wouldn't give it to me. If you can do it, that's great. And we merge. Okay, so now they all come together. Now in the 3D window, we need this to fit around his head. So we go up to this avatar here, arrangement here. We select this option, arrangement, and here the arrangement points come up. Now we take the pattern piece, okay. We hover over the pattern piece, and when you see the silhouette that comes up, the silhouette shows how it's going to be, it's a preview of how it's going to be arranged around his head. You just click on it, left click on it, and here we have it. We can go back here to get out of the arrangement points option. Now here I'm going to sort of put it in position as much as I can and see what happens. Here we're going to use our segment sewing tool. So we're going to just sew the segments in the 2D or 3D window. Okay, so with these segments sewn, we can simulate. But first, before we simulate, let's sort of strengthen the pattern piece. So we can go here and click on the select move tool. Okay, we select it, right click, and we strengthen it. Okay, strengthen it. And here we have more or less this type of like a cap going on already. So it has its shape, this beanie cap. So here I'm going to sort of adjust it with with simulation on. If you don't want the ears poking through, you can just up the skin offset by clicking on the avatar, going to the property editor, skin offset, we up it a little bit. Okay, like that. And it shouldn't poke through too much at least. We can up it a little more. Okay, at this point, I think I would like to turn it up, but I think it's a little too short. So what I want to do is take this line here and pull it, bring it down. But here we have all these with the edit pattern tool rather. We can select these points. We can right click and we delete them. Now this line here, we click on it, left click on it, hold down shift, and we bring it down a little. Okay. I think it's, yeah. Okay, so this is good enough, I think. Simulate, and that's good. Now, we said we wanted this to be turned up. So what we have to do is we have to create a line that goes from here to here. So let's take about maybe 4 centimeters we can use. So we need to add a point, okay? Let's go, I would say 4 centimeters. It's good enough here. And the 4 centimeters, it's good enough there. We take the pen tool and we draw a line from here to here, double click. And here we have our line. This here is going to be the fold line. With the fold arrangement tool selected is you click on it and you can, let's just take off the strengthen option for a while. As we're going to unstrengthen now. And here it is. Select the fold arrangement tool. Click on it here. And you drag down to your right. You go to your right, to your right, to your right. And you go up. And here we were able to turn it. Click on simulation and here it is. So now here we have it. This cap here, this beanie rather. So it's turned up now. Can pull it this way, pull it down. You can maybe like, for example, with the select move tool, you can click on it here in the 3D window and with the gizmo, you adjust it accordingly, just the way you want it. Okay, simulate again. See if it's in the right position, the way you like it. So another thing we can do is this. Now we've turned everything here. We can just take away this line here, this internal line by left clicking on it, right clicking and deleting it. So doing so, at least we have this, we really don't have a sharp fold. And what we can do too is in a particle distance, so we can bring it down to 10 and we can just simulate, see how that looks. Now let's apply our material. So we're just gonna drag and drop. And here it is. And we fix accordingly. And here we have our finished beanie. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.